going to be doing a review for you on the new Wet n Wild Fergie Velvet Matte Lip Colors. The new 9 shades that have come out in the drugstores. These are new as of, I think, at the end of last year, beginning of this year. I'm going to be showing you the different colors and telling you my thoughts on all of these 9 shades that I have right here. So let's get started. I was really happy to find these at the drugstore. I don't think enough drugstore brands right now are doing the matte sort of jumbo lip pencil trend enough. I think that more brands at the drugstore should be doing more matte lipsticks and as well as more jumbo lipsticks that are on the matte formula, because I think that is a huge trend right now, and I love matte lipstick, so I'm all about the matte lipsticks right now. I think that overall these are a really good value. They contain 3.2 grams, which is a really nice size for a lipstick, and they are at the price point around $5, so it's a good value for money. I think that the slimmer design is a really nice quality here. Normally the chubby lip pencils will come a little bit thicker. These ones are a little bit more thinner, so they're a little bit easier to control when you are putting them on your lip, and I think that's a really nice quality to have. It's almost to me like they're duping the matte velvet lip pencils by NARS, which I think is a good thing for the drugstores to do, because those are really popular, but they're really expensive as well. The one thing that you do have to be careful with them is the fact that they are a little bit transparent. They're more of a medium coverage lipstick. They don't have full opacity when you are putting them on your lips, so your natural lip color does shine through a little bit, which does alter the color of the lipstick a little bit. So you just have to keep that in mind. I think that they should have maybe marketed themselves as more of a medium coverage lipstick and not full opaque lipstick, because nowhere on any of the signages that I could find says that, and I think that is a little bit misleading. But I don't think that's necessarily a drawback, because I do like a sort of a medium coverage lipstick. Sometimes you don't want a full bam lipstick at all times. It's a nice way to tone down a lipstick. You can mix them with different lip liners, you can mix them with each other, or even mix them with a lip gloss, and you get a whole different color range. One thing you do need to keep in mind is that some of them do contain a little bit of micro shimmer. So not all of them are just full cream. Some of them do contain micro shimmer. The micro shimmer is not anything that you can feel in the lips when you rub your lips together. It doesn't leave any kind of grainy or textured feeling on your lips, but it is there. Definitely when you wipe them away, you can see the glitter still there. So just keep that in mind. I'm not a huge fan of when lipsticks do contain the micro shimmer. The micro shimmer in these ones don't bother me as much, but just keep that in mind when you're going out and purchasing them. I will tell you which ones contain the micro shimmer and which ones don't, so just listen through each swatch and sort of each color that I go through, and that way you can choose to either skip the micro shimmer ones or just get them anyways if you do like the colors. So let's get into the different colors I have here. As I said, I have all 9 shades. I'm going to show you lip swatches as well as hand swatches as I go through the color range. So the first one I have to show you is the lightest of the bunch. It's called Nude Muse. It's a light nude color, nothing too pink. It's almost more on the neutral mid-tone brown nude, but it is quite light. When you are swatching it on your lips, it does come across quite brown because of the transparency of it, but it is still really pretty, a really nice pale nude that you could mix with lots of different other colors to have a custom color. So the next one I have here is called Kreamsicle Kitty. This one is a really light but bright coral color, really pretty for the spring. I recently did a video comparing this with 2 other colors that were quite similar. I'll leave the link to it in the description below, so definitely check that out. But it's a really pretty color. This one contains no micro shimmer, so you don't have to worry about that, but it is a really pretty milky coral color. The next one I have is called Trendscendence. This one is a really pretty mid-tone brown color. It's almost like a step below the lightest color that is in the collection. It's a really pretty mid-tone brown. This one does have micro shimmer that almost have like a purple pink iridescence to it, and it is a little bit brown when it is swatched on the lips, but it's a really pretty mid-tone brown color, very on trend with the Kylie Jenner lips that are very popular right now. The next one I have is Timeless Chick. This one is almost like a step down even more compared to the last one. It's the lowest almost brown color that is in the collection. It doesn't contain any micro shimmer, and on the lips it does come across a little bit more plummy. It is a really pretty color, very similar to the other one where it was a Kylie Jenner lip, very mauve-y 90s color that's very popular right now. It's one of my favorite of the bunch just because of that mid-tone color it has. So the next one I have is called Fashion Darling. This one is more of a red plummy brown, so when you are swatching it on your lips, it does come across as a little bit more red colored, so you do need to keep that in mind. It doesn't look as red in the cap when you are purchasing it. It looks more red when it is swatched. It is a really pretty color. It's nothing too red, nothing too brown as well, so it's very on trend to the 90s lip that is also quite popular right now. So the next one I have is called DJ Doll. This one is very unique to the collection. It's a mid-tone, almost burnt orange. It's quite orange compared to red when you are swatching it. It does contain a lot of gold micro shimmer. If anything, this micro shimmer is a little bit more on the bigger side, but I didn't really feel any of it on my lips when I rubbed them together, and I didn't really notice it. Only when I took it off did I see the glitter in it. But I really enjoy this color because it is more on the unique side, but it does swatch quite sheer. This one is one of, I think, the more sheerer ones. At least on me, it was a little bit more sheer compared to the rest, but I still really enjoy this kind of shade color. The next one I have is the deepest of the bunch. It's called Plumgenue. It's a deeper plum, more on the almost like plummy purple side. It's still quite deep, although it looks sheer in the swatch because of the sheer nature of them all. It's the deepest of the bunch, but nothing that's gonna really like be really deep or really too much for your lips. It's a really nice color. It doesn't contain any micro shimmer in it, and if you're someone who doesn't wear a lot of dark lipsticks but you're looking to sort of ease into it, I think it'd be a really nice thing to have because it is more on the transparent side, so you don't have to worry too much about being too much on your lips if you are not used to wearing the deeper colors. So the next one I have here is called Pinky Candy. It's a really pretty mid-tone pink color, nothing too bright but also nothing too deep. It does contain micro silver shimmer in it. Again, nothing that you can really feel when you rub your lips together, but it is left over when you wipe your lipstick off. This one is almost the more sheer one out of the two. This one and that burnt orange color were quite sheer when I swatched them and quite sheer when I wore them. But this one is a really pretty nice color. It's almost a My Lips but better color because it makes them a little bit more pinky. So it's really pretty to have, but it's not really opaque and it is quite sheer. So the last one I have to show you is called The Stand Out. It's a really pretty, unique mid-tone light lavender color. You don't see a lot of these kind of colors at the drugstore. I mean, there is a few that I have that I will be doing a video on shortly that has a very similar color to this, but nothing really at the drugstore you're gonna find a lavender kind of lipstick. It is a really pretty color. It does have micro silver shimmer in it, so you do need to keep that in mind, and when you swatch this on your lips, it does come a little bit more pink and a little bit less lavender because of its sheerness, so again, keep that in mind. So overall, I am really happy with these lipsticks. I enjoy the color range, I enjoy the matte texture, and I enjoy the way they feel on my lips. I think that they should have marketed themselves as being more of a transparent lipstick. I think that that might be a drawback for a lot of people, so definitely keep that in mind if you're going to go out and purchase them. Personally, I don't think that that's much of a drawback because I enjoy the sort of transparency. You don't find that a lot of lipsticks, and I think that that could be something that you can mix the different colors with a little bit easier, and just a nice sort of starting out point for darker lipsticks or different colors you're going for, nothing that's too opaque and nothing that's too in-your-face lipsticks. So just keep that in mind. I think it's all personal preference. The one thing that I didn't mention was the packaging. I do really enjoy the sleek design of these. I think that they're easier to control when you're putting them on, and I do enjoy the fact that you don't need a sharpener, so you can just twist them up and they go up and down. The one thing that is something that you need to be aware of is the fact that these are really fragile lipsticks. I bought a couple of these originally, and about 2 or 3 of them were already broken when I bought them. So what I mean by broken is the fact that the lipstick comes directly out of the tube. If you shake it enough, it just comes right out. They break off right at the end, and I found that to be the case for quite a few of these lipsticks. When I bought the first couple ones, they were broken. So when I went to buy more and I wanted to almost replace the colors that I did buy originally, I did a little bit of a shake test. So what I meant by that is when I grabbed the lipstick from the drugstore aisle, I just took it and shook it. And I shook it upside down so that you could either hear the lipstick come out of it or you could hear the loose lipstick in it. Although I did that, a lot of these did break when I was swatching them for the video. I'm not rough on my lipsticks. I'm usually really careful with them. I don't put them out too far and then break the tips off. I take such good care of my makeup. All but 2 of these are now broken. They either broke while I was swatching them, either when I bought them, or just through use. They all break right at the base. To me, it's annoying because then I can't transport them. You can, put them in here and transport them, but the lipstick becomes loose loose in the container, it smushes to the top and it's really hard to use if it's already smushed to the top. You can still use them when they are like this. I mean, this one is broken right here and you can definitely still use it. You can still swatch it, you can still put it on. It is a little bit loose when you put it on, so you do need to be careful not to apply too much force, but you can still use them. I just think that it's annoying the fact that almost all of these have broken, and I bought 3 or 4 of them again because they broke the first time and then they broke the second time. So I think it's just maybe a packaging error or a consistency error or something to do with the error of these. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you do sort of the shake test, as I said, see if they're loose, and just be really gentle with them because they do break. So that was my review on the new Wet n Wild Fergie Velvet Matte Lip Colors. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like them, if you like the transparency of them, if you guys even have any issues with them breaking on you, like I had issues with almost all of these breaking on me. And let me know your thoughts. To me, I think that they are still a wonderful product. I really enjoy the texture and the color range, so I will continue to use them, but just keep in mind that some of them might come broken and they are a little bit more transparent when you buy them. But definitely let me know your thoughts. And thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned.